Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone, my name is Alanoud Alhashmi. I am from United Arab Emirates. I am so privileged to be with all of you here, and as we just discussed, it's going to be about women and how we create value through innovation and a bit of technology maybe. I'm going to throw that in the mix. So who am I? A lot of people maybe don't know me. I'm not famous. So I'm expecting to tell you who I am. My name is Alanoud Al-Hashmi. I'm an Emirati. I'm a wife, daughter, mother, sister, entrepreneur. You know it, like every one of you, we're just so many things at the same time. I'm an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, a researcher, creative, ambitious, believer, and yes, I'm very stubborn. That's what my name means, the stubborn one. So I have 15 years of experience working in the private and government sector in the United Arab Emirates. I worked for 2 years in England. And now I'll tell you more about what I do now. And this is the exciting part of the whole presentation. So when we talk about creating value, if I just tell you, do you know when you create value? Can you know when you're creating value? How do you put a number? How do you measure creating value? People will look into value as money. And I'm sorry, but that's such a male way to look into creating value. Money, dollars. Creating value is about how much you add to people's lives. It's about how you can help others, your family, yourself. And we always have to start with ourselves. Part of the key things about creating value, first of all, is learning. Learning from our failures, learning from our mistakes, learning from people around us, learning from even children how to be kind and not discriminate between each other, learning from time and importance of time. When you look at other people and see like what have they done with their time, from people, their mistakes, our mistakes, all the learning is so important to create value. There is a reason why. Because we evolve when we learn. We go to the next step. It's like updating a software. We have our own software and we upgrade it and we update on a regular basis. The most important thing when we're creating value is how do we create it? So everyone set up a goals or a list of goals and we work toward that. And that's how we create value. It might be adding value to others through a project. It might be your company. It might be helping people around you to actually do something good and creating value to the environment. I met so many ladies and I saw each of them creating their own value. So I learned from everyone who spoke today and I'll continue learning through the day. So what is value to all of you? Is it your career? Is it the environment you create at home? Is it the income that you make so you can help your family, your children? Or is it even a CSR thing, a philanthropist thing? That's where you add value because work and jobs sometimes forget to add value. It's about numbers again and money in the bank account. So when we create value, there is certain steps. Planning is very important. So if you look into planning, and I bet all of you plan, it's always we plan. We want to reach there and let's work toward reaching A to B. I learned a way to do it smartly. When we work toward our goals, sometimes working smartly is better than working hard. You waste a lot of effort trying to work so hard. And as women, we are hard on ourselves. Someone said today, it's very hard to say I need help. Because we think we can do it all. We multitask, it's brilliant. But why do we exhaust ourselves? Why we drain our energy? That's something I think we can be experts in because we do it on a regular basis. So learn to work smartly. And when I say smartly, sometimes the smaller goals that reach to the big goals better than running fast forward everything in to reach the bigger goal or the biggest goal, the target that you have. The importance of building your network, and this is what Amina is allowing us today sit all of us here and listen about your project and what you do for a living and the different aspects of it. The networking is so important because that's what's going to help us to find, let's say, an expert in the environment, someone who can help me at an environment level, someone who can help me from a journalist point of view in some of the projects I work on. When we're talking, we had Dr. Anna, and she was talking about the water, air, food nexus. And there is so many people that we can connect here with to build our network. Last but not least, the secret of creating value is to promote your own value. That's where we miss sometimes to talk about what we are achieving. We highlight everyone around us, but we don't talk about what we are achieving. We don't promote ourselves. And one of the ladies, you targeted the brand, building your own, creating your own brand. I'm going to go and give you an example, very fast. I have 2 minutes, and I'm going to give you an example instead of explaining something theoretical. Creating value. I'm a founder and a CEO of a company called the Futurist Company. What the Futurist Company is doing is focusing on what no one else is focusing on. Every company, every person thinks about the next 3 years of strategy, 5-year strategy. If they're good enough, maybe 10 years of strategy. Our projects are 30, 50, and beyond. There is a reason why. So we focus on technology, but not only technology, because I can give you a list of the biggest technology companies around the world. But we don't work on one technology. We actually integrate technologies to create an innovative solution. What we do, we research, we identify the problem, we look into the past and the patterns, understand how fast they grow, how fast rapidly this, let's say the progress, for example, climate change, temperature increasing, what are the different aspects, who's the stakeholders, what is the supply chain, what are the impact that's happening. We study that, identify currently what's happening, and we have a projection of the future. And that's when we provide a solution to tackle that. And that's what we do when we talk about future-facing projects. It's not only theories, it's actually developing solutions. So we focus on different aspects. 80% of it's going to AgriTech, and renewable energy is another 20%. There is a reason why. So we identify the problem. The reason why we're focused on AgriTech and renewable energy. And everyone heard about the IPCC report that came out recently. There is no U-turns anymore. I don't want to be a pessimist. I said that yesterday. I don't want to be a negative person. There is no more U-turn when we talk about the environment. We have passed the deadline, so we need to focus on how we can create future solutions that we can implement now. So in the next 20 years, we avoid that catastrophic, God forbid, what might happen. So we identified the problem, and I'm going to give you an example. Looking into the whole R&D, research and development, we research and develop an actual prototype that we test, implement, and enhance. Now, this is all sweet words that I'm saying, right? But let me show you what we actually created. So we created Gaia, and Gaia is a capsule that doesn't get impact or any affected by the environment outside, nor seasons. It generates its own energy, can plant and grow using AI, scalable farming system, anything, almost anything, but carrots, almost anything. And you'll be able to find organic, quality food that is affordable. In the UAE, 3 tomatoes are 30 dirham, 3 dinars. That's a lot. Because organic is expensive. What we're trying to say is organic quality, affordable for everyone. I'll give you a bit of a sneak peek. So Gaia provides scalable innovation, cost-effective solution combined to find a solution for food security. We're going to have immigrants in the future, not because of war, but because of climate and food. And it's no joke. If we think pandemic is serious, this is more serious. So we developed an actual container, a capsule that allow us to grow the plants using more than 10 systems. I think this is where, time running, very fast now. So the secret of how we can create value now at this time is integrating us, our skills, our experiences. We should never work as silos. Someone said, together we can go further. And that's so true. So we need to work. So I work with a team of scientists and experts, technologists. Because me alone as a strategist and a business person, I won't be able to achieve anything. I need a team. And my team is key. I'll go to the most important slide. So this is our prototype. This is what we have created. This is what's on the market. No fertilizers, no chemicals, nothing. 30% more yield. Temperature tested above 50 and below 0, same results. And this was our achievement. That's going to go in commercial. We'll be ready in 2 weeks from now for Expo 2020 in Dubai. The highlight, most important slide, research and development is key. You want to do something? Ask. Don't be afraid. But a tip to all of you, make them sign an NDA. They have to sign an NDA if you share your idea. Never share your idea with anyone without signing an NDA. Your team is your business. Without your team, you have nothing. Your team is what makes you, what breaks you. So make sure you pick the right people on your team. Think future, don't neglect the strategy. Strategy is very important to know where you want to go and why you want to go there and what you're going to achieve. You are the value you create. No one tells you what's your value. You only identify that. Weakness, I look at opportunities. They thought hydroponics, vertical farming is the key. It brings you salad, but it's actually creating more carbon footprint than even the normal traditional agriculture. So think like a man. Yes, they think numbers, but act like a woman. Compassionate, be kind, care about people, because the world needs more kindness. We've seen it being run by people who think about numbers, and I think it's not going to the right direction. So let's fix that and be you, be authentic. Thank you.